Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're James with Games. Hello, Cedric. Happy Sunday. Very nice. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna try to get going as best I can because probably not gonna stream that long today because I got a Switch 2 yesterday. So I'm I'm not entirely eager to get back to it because I'm really looking forward to playing the Colonel's Bequest right now. But I do want to get back to it. So far, I still haven't played. I picked it up yesterday, got the Mario Kart World Bundle, and I grabbed Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I still haven't played. But what I have had a chance to try, Danielle and I have done the first 7 Grand Prix in Mario Kart World. Very fun. I wind up saying this a lot when beloved series semi-controversially pivot to like something different in a later entry. And sometimes people are like, well, this is what it always should have been. And some people are like, oh, it's a betrayal. But the way they designed the Grand Prix races, because there's an actual world map. So you do a regular race for the first one with laps, but then every race after that starts with you leaving the previous track, has a segment of overland travel, and then you get to the next course. And so it's a lot more leg-based design, which there were a few courses like that in older Mario Kart, especially Mario Kart 8, but it's much more frequent. And while I don't think I would like it if every Mario Kart had always been like that and forever, I do think it freshens things up. It's fun. We did a couple of the knockout gauntlet or whatever it's called, the endurance racing modes, which are also pretty cool. And I did a tiny bit of the free world exploration, which is fun so far. I haven't found any truly incredible secrets yet, but I've seen things like, oh, hey, if I had a feather and I jumped up on this building, there's some kind of golden thing up there. So that seems like it's going to be fun. And I coughed up the $15 for Nintendo Switch 2 World Tour, and I've done a little bit of that. And that's a fun little mix of tech demos, mini games, and literal corporate education courses about the design of the Switch 2. It's neat. But oh man, I hope I get to play Bonanza today. It didn't help that it's SummerSlam weekend and Danielle likes to watch the big WWE pay-per-views. So okay, no further ado. Let's play the Colonel's Bequest. Oh, hold on. There. Let me know if there are any levels issues. Folk, as the case may be. Oh, right. Copy protection. You also got a Switch 2 yesterday. Congratulations. But yeah, it does sound like it's going to get more expensive. So far, they're only raising prices on everything but it. But are the tariffs just going to stop? It doesn't seem super likely. So yeah, I'm also glad to have got my hands on one. Okay, opening up the paratexts, which I forgot to do before starting here. Temporarily blind to the screen, but congratulations on getting one. So far, I also played some GameCube games. I got to play F-Zero. I didn't play much F-Zero GX, but I'm very excited because I never played it originally when I had a GameCube in the past. And very nice to have Soul Calibur 2 in there. I probably won't play original Wind Waker. If I want to play Wind Waker, I will get my Wii U out and play the remastered version. And then there's a fourth one. Can't recall. Okay. Let me figure this out. Okay. So, we're looking for kind of a squat Ooh, that seems likely. They have dropped some Fire Emblem already on other ones. I would really like to play that. That's another game. I had a big GameCube attach. Me and my ex, my college girlfriend, we had a big attach rate for our GameCube. And yet not that. I hope that we get Eternal Darkness someday. So we're looking for like a squat little print. I don't know much about Ike's characterization except that I just imagine him being kind of like a tribute to Guts. It's Ethel. Well, oh, okay. Wait till the act transition is gone. And then I assume the Murder Most Foul saves the latest one. But let's just check. Oh, yeah. It's so cool. I don't think I ever finished it, but we played a lot of that. Certainly played most of the game back in the day. The GameCube was a great little console. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess are there alternate endings based on like which gods you align with or which elder gods or whatever you align with? I can't genuinely remember if that's this game, Eternal Darkness, or a different Lovecraftian adventure horror game. Okay. I don't recall, except for looking at my notes and seeing, let's see, Gloria's still in billiard room. Fifi and Rudy accosted. So I guess I'll just go to most rooms and see who's where. No one is here. Let me try. I still have some crackers. And I'll save scum if it turns out the... Ah, cool. I read an article once about Silicon Knights and Dennis Dyack. And sort of the thrust of it was, his masterpiece, and like the studio's masterpiece, was Eternal Darkness, a game that they made with funding from Nintendo. And so if you've ever read about how Nintendo works with like third parties or second party studios, they were expected to make clear reports and then take feedback and make changes and meet a certain standard of quality and of being fun. And he hated it. The suits telling us what to do. So then basically from there it goes into how once he had a project where there was no Nintendo to rein him in, it just went, got too bloated. And the whole studio fell apart. Do you have anything new to say, Parrot? Cracker? Useless. I'm taking my cracker back. Almost positive there's nobody in here. It's a really interesting game. Oh, somebody's outside. It's a very interesting game in that it's hard at any time to know, like, is there something I should be doing? Am I missing? I'm certainly missing some stuff. Could I take the gun? You can't. The case is locked. I don't have a key, do I? No. But, because, I mean, one possible logic of this game is that Laura is going to be a final girl type situation. So far, she has been in a lot of peril, but it's all from like falling down the stairs or having a chandelier drop on her. But I suspect, not unlike in Phantasmagoria, the like core murder plot might start targeting our girl once we get in far enough. Is this a Trophy and urn. I think I've looked at it before, but might as well keep. Look at urn. It's a lovely piece, isn't it? Can I search the urn? Try another way to say that. Examine urn. Examine and look at are equivalent, it seems. What's in the cupboards? Probably, foodstuffs. There's nothing you need in the cupboards. Okay. What about under the mat? I think Roberta Williams doesn't like under the mat. I can't recall a time in King's Quest when I was like, oh, how smart of you to look underneath the mat. Maybe I should have gone outside when I was seeing a person, but right now I'm going to keep looking around the house. We know that there are these chutes that I would guess. Oh, wow. There's a little mirror effect. That's fun. Okay, can I get through this room without being crushed by a chandelier? Just don't go into chandelier target spot. So Fifi is in her room according to my notes, so I must have been up there. Okay. What's his name is sleeping. What is his name? I should try to... Clarence. Should try to get my feet back under me story-wise. Like, are there going to be points where we can search people's dressers and stuff? I don't know. Is the Colonel still going to be in here being cranky? No. I can't remember what's on the other side of the Colonel's bedroom. Oh, right. Where the doctor was sleeping. But I think I've already tried. Search drawers. That is not clear. Look in drawers. Nothing of interest. What if the Colonel... What's this bottle on the table? Look at the table. Some of these tables could use a good dusting. Look at bottle. Is that a bottle? See nothing special. Look under bed. Only dust. What about the bed generally? It's elegant. What about the bedside table? Like all the other tables, it's dusty. Okay. Nothing in this chest of drawers. Look at cannon. It is a miniature replica of a cannon from the Spanish-American War, rendered in pewter and wood. Interesting. Look in this cabinet. Nothing of interest in the armoire. Look under sofa. There's nothing of interest under the couch. I'm not sure if it would be regionally appropriate, but it feels like these, we should be calling them Chesterfields. Nobody in our room. And nobody in Ethel's room. Okay. Let's go back outside. Feels like it's almost certainly going to take a second trip through the game for me to become fully, like, maybe I probably won't even be fully satisfied at that point. All right. Do not get yourself smashed, Laura. Let's just go at the front door. Standing on the old plantation house, right by the front door. Look under the mat. There's nothing under the doormat. There almost certainly just won't be. Ever. And yet. Here we are outside the billiard room. Oh dear. It looks as if Gertie has accidentally fallen from her upstairs window and killed herself. Or was it an accident? I don't know. Hold on. We have a second murder. Gertie. In fact, hold on a second. Gertrude. Dead. Thrown from window. Outside billiard room. Very good. Very good. Will I be able to get any of the other characters to care about this? Feels like perhaps not. We'll save that for the. We'll use that one for the Colonel himself. Examine Gertie. Gertie's dead, all right. Search Gertie? There we go. You quickly examine Gertie's body and see that she died of a broken neck. You can see no clues as to what might have happened, except the one you already said about her being thrown. What's her... her necklace feels prominent. You don't have it. Pearl necklace doesn't belong to you. I know that. I'm playing an adventure game. Come on. Is there anything else I can do here? I didn't mean to go in. I was thinking, can I examine this potted plant? All right. Do you care? I bet you don't. Tell Gloria about Gertrude. Mother? Oh no, it can't be. Hey. A thing happens. She's gonna be so mad if the body's already been moved. Which it feels... You're very mean. There's nothing there. Damn this crafty killer. But okay. Not that I thought Gloria was the killer. But hold on. I do feel like I can... I should have a list of suspects. I'm going to do it on an index card. Hold on. Just write down the names of everyone who's still alive. No, I'll write them all down and cross out the dead. I mean, Rudy feels like a real candidate, but that could be what they want me to think. Think we can rule Clarence out? Or can we? Did he throw her to her death and immediately go to sleep? Gloria, though, I think we can rule out. Not least because why would she kill her own mother? Lillian and Polly. Well, Polly. Why am I writing Polly down? Yeah. And she's fully decked out. She's got the pearls on. Those add a little bit of weight. All right. Well, I'm sorry if it seemed like I was just tormenting you by pretending that your mother was dead. That was not my intention. Clean up the blood and everything. I wonder if I can go... Maybe I can get my deeply weird college friend, whose name is escaping me. What the hell is Lillian? She's in the playhouse. Or she has been. All right. This is not an auto-open door. And then he said, tell Lillian about, not Gloria, Gertrude. No. She's got her own entirely separate Southern Gothic thing going on. You're on time even for the first moment where time advances in the game, Stimpinski. Good job. I don't see why there'd be something new happening here, but let me take a look. This is where the first body was found. Though it does not take this killer long. I'm not sure it's ever going to be possible to return to a screen with a body after leaving it. Feels like there'll probably be something with these crypts. Open the door. It's sealed. Is for some reason the Dijon tomb not sealed? I have a crowbar. Huh. I can go in the Dijon tomb. Currently, it's just an empty tomb. One day, this will be the final resting place of Colonel Dijon. Okay. Let's see if I can use the crowbar. Hello, British. Well, I'm definitely not the Undertaker because the second body has emerged, but just like the first one, it's immediately taken away when you leave the screen. Wait, pry crowbar. Use crowbar on door. What do you want to do with the crowbar? Pry door with crowbar. No, the tomb door is firmly sealed. No matter what you do, you cannot open it. Okay. I don't know what his motive would be, except I guess the same general motive. If everyone gets more money if the other potential inheritors die. But what if the butler would probably know about the secret chutes, which feel like they're probably related to how the bodies are getting hidden so quickly. And he sleeps in the basement. What is this stat? Oh, it's a satyr. Wait, is anybody now up in the garden? No. Interesting. A low-flying crop duster, which feels like it's probably just a, funny thing. Interesting. I'm trying to do it myself. Open the basement? You're not close enough. Okay. Hello, Jeeves. Jeeves, do you understand? Not about Gloria, but Gertrude. Kindly leave my room. Well, you're not making me any less suspicious. Is there nothing I can do? Ask Jeeves about Seeley. Please leave. Very well. It makes me want to get in there when he's not there. Is there a way from where he is to access wherever the bodies are being dropped to? Anybody in the horrible fountain courtyard? I think I've done this before. Look in the water. Look in the fountain. Probably the same result. Yep. Search the water. No. We know that there is a shaft here. Right clicking won't tell me about it. But I know there's a shaft there. But I can't do anything with it. Feels like I might need like part of a lever or something. This could also be involved in the disposing of the bodies, right? Not sure that there's any other purpose to this area. Besides just being like, don't do it, Laura. Don't throw your life away. Okay. Who haven't I seen? I haven't seen. Oh, well, I've seen Jeeves. Ah, Clarence is sleeping. I've not seen the Colonel, which is strange. Although I didn't go in the bathroom. Oh, Lillian's still in the house like a weirdo. The gate's open now, but I don't think that actually means anything. I think it's actually been open. But can I... A weather-beaten dock extends from the island's edge. Oh, sweet. Korean always has so much meat. Like, not that there's no vegetarian Korean food, but most Korean places that open up around here, like barbecue joints. Even the tofu, it's like, get a tofu kebab. It has steak, shrimp. A weather-beaten dock extends from the island's edge out into the alligator-infested bayou. Toward the center of the island, you can see the old plantation house. Be very careful not to fall off, Laura. There's an alligator, but will it come up here? I hope not. Oh, sweet. I wish such a... Old crates are piled at the end of the dock. Can I search the crates? You can't do that. Can I look in the crates? There's nothing you would want in these old crates. Man, maybe someday a Korean place will open up here with a whole page of veggie meals. I'll be right there. Okay, so now the only people I haven't seen in this act are Ethel. Was she the one who's outside? And the Colonel himself. Where could they be? I don't see why they'd be back in here, but what if they were? Just do it yourself. Oops. Just had to go at it right up. Look in the boat. You look in the small rowboat, but do not see anything of interest. Look at anchor. An old anchor hangs on the wall. Sure. I don't see any obvious way that Laura could climb up there. But hold on. You can't do that. Okay. One moment. Popping up the estate map. Oh, well, I haven't looked in the stable. And I guess I haven't been back to the gazebo either. It also says there's a... Oh, yeah, I've seen the well. Okay. Look at her go. Nice and slow. Oh! We found Ethel. Mash so soon, Laura. Ethel. Stumbling drunk in driveway. I'm going to put symbols next to the people who I'm not ready to say definitely aren't guilty, but who I kind of feel like aren't guilty. Back so soon, Laura. Tell Ethel about Gertrude. Ethel looks at you blearily. What do you think about Rudy, Ethel? How's about a little snow? She's just not going to be helpful on account of being very drunk. Hold on. Are you aware, ma'am, that your daughter is just talking to herself in a playhouse? If she's aware of it, she doesn't care. Is she going off screen? Should I follow her? Yes, I should follow her. Oh. Can I follow her? Is there a left exit here? Did I break the sequence? Or did she go in here? Or is there just no sequence? It's just a one-off appearance. Well, is it possible to go left from here? It doesn't look like it, but yes. On the west corner of the island, you see an old dilapidated stable surrounded by an empty corral. Excellent. Have I not come here at all? Search the hay. Examine the hay. Soggy bales of hay lie outside the stable door. There's only one stall in this old stable. As there is an old, broken down nag in the stall, you deduce this must be Blaze. Hello, Blaze. I'll come say hi to you in a sec. Examine saddle. You see an old saddle hanging on the wall. It does seem like the lantern might be helpful, but it sure also seems like a guaranteed instant death. Where Laura takes a bridle. Take this bridle just in case we get attacked by a snake. The bridle doesn't belong to you. Besides, you've never been fond of horseback riding. Well, say hello to the horse. You don't get any response. Pet the horse. Hope you don't get your finger bit. As you stroke Blaze's velvety soft nose, his eyes open wide and his ears twitch uncontrollably. Nice. Okay, can I open the gate and not get killed by the horse? You're a dead ringer, Laura. No. Instant. I've never heard of a horse killing someone with a front leg kick. Actually, that's almost certainly happened. But it doesn't seem like the obvious way. Look in the hay. You're not close enough. Is it this hay that thinks I want to look in? Look in the hay. Okay. It's just hay. Nothing more. What about this? Is this also just hay? Are these boxes? Oh. Oh, that's my box of crackers. Look at, is there a barrel here? See nothing special. Yeah. Any true Southern gentleman trains his horse. Do I have a carrot? No. I have a cane, a handkerchief, an oil can. Haven't found anything rusty or squeaky. When I got the oil can, I thought for sure, oh, I'll oil up that shaft. But no. All right. Lillian. Wait, that's the church, not the playhouse. Is the playhouse here? Yeah. Lillian, my dear. Surely if I tell you about your drunken mother. And then he said, your mother's got into the sauce, my dear. No, she does not care. Oh, man. We already have the best viewers. Stupid robot. So stay away. All right. Here we go. Okay. So, what do I think Ethel might have stumbled off to next? I guess she could be fake, like she could be playing up the drunk act. Should I go tell Celie that, you know what? Maybe Celie deserves a heads up about the murders going on. Maybe that's fruitful. Or maybe she'll just be like, no, missus, I don't know nothing about that. I mind my own business. Thank you, ma'am. I do not know who Dr. Bunsen Honeydew is, if that is indeed an existing character, but I like that joke. Hopefully, Celia doesn't mind Laura just constantly coming back at all hours of the night. To be like, guess who else has been murdered? Oh, right. Yep. I do know that character and should have associated that name with him. Nice to see you again, Miss Laura. Won't you come in? Yes. Tell Celie about Gertrude. It's just a swamp playing tricks on him, sure. Well, what about Dr. Wilbur? He done told me. You're not concerned. Okay. What do you think? I saw Ethel stumbling around drunk. That is not something that I told you. Wait. Ask for carrot. Go on. You can have it if you want. If and you want it. Thanks. Hold on. What else is on this table? Single carrot on the kitchen table captures your attention. All right. Let's see. See if we can't get us. I should have said goodbye. Oh well. What if the devious colonel hides the key to his gun underneath Celie's rocking chair cushion? It seems unlikely, Because again, I don't think Roberta Williams likes that as a solution. You know what I enjoyed? Didn't last long. When they made the fairly recent single camera sitcom of the Muppets, where the inciting incident, I guess, of the plot is that Kermit and Miss Piggy have broken up and he's dating a different pig. Because as Kermit says, what can I say? I'm attracted to pigs. Hello, Ethel. Hi, I'm back so soon, Laura. Yeah, she doesn't care. I'm going in here. If left to her own devices, does she eventually stumble in here and get herself killed by the horse? You hold the carrot in front of Blaze's nose, who begins to cautiously sniff at it. He then gently takes it into his mouth and eats it. He looks at you and whinnies softly, as if in friendship. I'm willing to save on that. I can't imagine there's a more optimal use. Okay. Are we such friends? Or is it, we're friends, so after he jumps up and kills me, he like feels sad, and we get like a scene of the horse mourning. Ha! He'll let me in, so I don't even have the guilt of like Blaze going and getting eaten by an alligator. And now I have a lantern. I haven't found any dark place yet, but good Blaze. You gently stroke Blaze's soft nose. He seems to like that. I guess that's the clue. If when you pet him, he's like, you shouldn't go in. If you give him a carrot, now he likes it when you pet him. Time still is not advanced. Could there be something up here now? Look at the bell. Look around the bell. Look under the bell. Cannot look into the bell from here. Hold on. What? Okay. Get in. Enter bell tower? It's not clear. Get off ladder. Can't get that. Crawl in. No. Okay. Look down. The ground is wet and soggy from a rainstorm earlier that day. You mean a rainstorm earlier today? Oh, hello, Ethel. Look at the ring there. A short rope hangs slightly below the old bell tower. There's a rusty iron ring attached to the... Okay. What if we ring the bell? Hopefully not startling Ethel. You need to pull on the rope. Yes, I understand that. You reach up and try to grab the ring attached to the end of the rope. But the short rope is too high for you to reach the ring. Do I have anything reachy? Maybe. Oh, the cane. Reaching up with the cane, you hook into it and pull. Nothing happens. Oh, the bell's too rusted to move. Well, I've got the goods for that too. Why does it matter? Because we're partially an adventure game here. We should frig around. Oil the bell. Oiling the rusted bell may have loosened it. but it would not be Southern propriety to say for sure that the bell is loose. Just want to imply it. Uh-oh. Now you're a real Southern belle. Fair play, Roberta. It's a real dead dove do not eat situation. I don't know what I was expecting. Okay. Is there also a scheme to protect my head? Hold on. Oil the bell. Do I still have the oil can? Yeah, that's nice. Move the bell. You can never carry around that big bell. Examine the bell. Does it look dangerous now? It may be loosened. Push the bell. Can't do that. Touch bell. Try another way to say that. Hit bell with poker. You don't have a violent nature. Okay. Interesting. I'll think on that some more. Is there anything I could do here? Ethel, would you like a cracker? Get some salt in her. Ethel doesn't even look at it. Oh, right. I can also show people things. But do I have anything that I feel like I want to show somebody? I guess I should be showing coherent people the cane. Sure would be nice if Jeeves, the most coherent of all. Is there any way into the fields? Have I been in the fields? Try not to bother Seeley again already. Okay, so I've done a loop here. I have a lantern now. What if one of my various little gizmos could interact here with this fountain? Could this fountain be the secret entrance to the underground of the mansion? Wherever those chutes go. Probably not. Small square shaft. Look at the shaft. It's small, it's square. Push shaft. Like a button. Doesn't move. Pull shaft. Push shaft with poker. It doesn't move. And I can't oil it. It's not rusty. I have a handkerchief. Have I seen anything that's like dusty? Handkerchief. No. Okay. No luck. Like I said, I haven't played Donkey Kong Bonanza yet, but I know enough about it to know that if Laura Bow just had the powers of Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Bonanza, we could just smash the statue open and find out what's inside it. So, yeah. Are the bodies being fed to the gators? Are the bodies being probably stacked in a basement below a laundry chute, but I don't know. Has someone been in the gazebo now? I wonder if I can get a funny death. Next time I see Ethel, I'm going to try to take the drink. See if it causes her to kill Laura. Search the gazebo. Look down. See the wooden floor of the gazebo. Examine floor. Yeah, it's the floor. Look up. See the roof. Okay. Just pure southern slap fighting. And Ethel can do it without spilling her drink. Anything carved into the tree, not that it would matter. Stately oak trees, Spanish moss dripping from the branches, surround the old mansion. Among the oaks, you also notice various other trees, some beautiful, some inexplicably bare. It said unexplicably, but I don't say unexplicably, I say inexplicably. Has a secret multi-purpose key been left in the gate? My thought is probably not. It hangs on one hinge. And there's nothing to be done with the hinges. There will never be a rusty hinge. Don't worry about using your oil can. What if we go around this way? Outside the fence. Well, kind of seems like nothing in this direction. Do I die instantly if I touch water? Sure do. She's got that sinking feeling. Okay. I mean, there's always going back in the house. Oh, haven't been here. You're at the southwest edge of the Bayou Island. The old road and fence have been overtaken by the rising swamp water. Can't see any reason why I would want to be on the other side of the fence here either. Look at the swamp. Misty bayou waters surround this old plantation, cutting it off from the rest of the world. Better watch your step around here. Look at the fence. A partially rusted wrought iron fence fronts the property. Ground is wet and soggy. The full moon in the night sky. Oh, this is do we have a werewolf? My gut says no, but I wish I had that silver gun. A different gate. Gate is rusted shut. You don't have enough oil for that. Oh, damn it. No, I haven't saved after oiling the bell. Huh. I like the layout of the grounds. There's a lot of screens, but it's not that hard to. What a wonderful view of the old plantation house. From here, you can almost imagine what it must have been like during its glory days. Is this a statue of the colonel specifically? Statue appears to resemble the colonel in full officer's regalia. Look at the base of the statue. Touch the statue. Look at regalia. Okay. If I go down, I'm just back here. If I go to the right, I am on the screen with the well. Oh yeah, that's just the doghouse up there. Turn the crank. Is there something in the well now? Look, in the bucket. The leaky oaken bucket barely holds water. The fact there's another screen also kind of... Wait a minute. It's probably nothing. But I should have tried to empty the bucket. See if that's anything. If that's a command it accepts. Can I take the bucket? The bucket belongs to the well. Okay. So Got to keep checking the bucket as time goes by, because that's another thing that seems to be crying out. Something's going to happen. Well, back inside, I guess. Wait, can I use the... That's probably just Ethel stumbling around outside. Can I use... Wait a minute. Is there a mirror effect on this mirror that I may or may not have noticed before? No. Laura doesn't show up in any way in that mirror. Open the wall. Look at the wall. What did I do here? Notice a small door. Okay, it's just open door. Appears to be a chute of some kind. You wonder where it goes to. Look in the chute. Going down into complete darkness. Use the lamp. I don't have the lamp? Oh, why don't I have the lamp? The lantern. You don't have any matches. Fair. Okay. If I see Rudy, I'll ask him for a match. What was this magazine? The Racehorse Quarterly. Dr. Wilbur was a betting man, and he was betting on this sonny boy. Try to avoid the chandelier death spot. Wait, you must have a match. If you want it, just get it. Are there matches here? You don't see it here. No. It does seem likely that matches exist in the game. Are they behind the bar? There's nothing you'd be interested in behind the bar. Fine. What about this little statue of a horse? It's a delicate figure of a horse decorates a small table. Can I steal it? No. Carefully avoiding the death spot. It's interesting. I have no idea. Should I spy on the people who are alone in rooms? Keep looking in the closet, of course. Oh no! So many ways to die. That one actually seemed directly connected to the mystery. For whatever reason, our killer is resting in the closet. If only I could find some rags and the matches. Just block off the bottom of the closet, start a fire. Case closed. Ground is wet and soggy. No traces of the murder. Right. Jeez. I forgot what we're dealing with here. Well, hopefully while the werewolf is you know, coughing it off, maybe that'll be an opportunity. You attempt to peer in, but you can make out no details. Can I clean the window? No. Or if I can, I don't know how. Going in the front door. Update the save this time just to save some walking. Let's go the way that doesn't have the closet beside it. Like, will Gloria talk to herself if I just go spy on her? Is Clarence murmuring in his sleep? Don't do it, Rudy. Don't do it, Rudy. I'm telling you, Rudy, you shouldn't do it. Still no sign of the Colonel, but also, yeah, haven't looked in the bathroom, so. Look through the eyes. I said statue, but I meant painting anyways. You don't see anything, but you hear what sounds like someone snoring. And you can see the Z's spiraling up out of sight. The hottest possible type of fire passes through clear and becomes solid silver. So there's nothing in here, right? Nothing of interest in your room. Can I go through this panel? What is this on the wall? 2 secret panels. Can I open the panel? Yes. It's just a shortcut. Will that be useful at some point? Who knows? Does anyone ever unlock their dang trunk? Suitcase. Lillian's suitcase is locked. Look at the mirror. It's attached to the vanity. What else is on the vanity? It's a nice little vanity. Ethel has not made her way back to her room. Ethel, of all people, should be drunkenly leaving her suitcase unlocked. But no. We've got items. Don't yet know what to do with them. Wait, look at the ground in Ethel's room. Is there a floorboard that looks like it should be pried up? No. Or perhaps you gotta be right in the right spot. Probably not. Oh, creepy taxidermy dog in the corner. Okay. Is someone in the bathroom? Young laddie, do you mind? I say. No. Look in the bathtub, Laura. It's empty. Surely you can see out this window. Nope. Anybody throwing anything out? Currently, it's empty. Don't need any linens. Although, if you wrapped your head in a few towels, you might be able to survive at least one bell shot, Laura. Maybe Fifi will, for some reason, care about the death of Gertrude. Or maybe she'll just be mad that I gave away the carrot. Oh, damn it. My save was before Act 4. That's why time hasn't been advancing. Because I thought this had already happened and it hadn't. And I took a bunch of notes. Okay. That's okay. I can fix this. Good. I was going to Act 4 way too soon last time. But okay, it is 10 o'clock. It's not even the witch's hour yet. 2 people are dead. Stop it, leave me alone. Get out of my room now. You'll regret that, you little vixen. So Clarence went to sleep off his getting dumped. I bet she doesn't want to talk to me. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what happened last time. Please, mademoiselle, let me rest. All right, you get some sleep, lady. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Now it's Act 4. Clarence is up. Clarence is on the move. And I don't... I got to delete a bunch of notes for Act 4. In room... Don't know exactly where Rudy was. Perhaps he was out of killing and then hiding in the closet. Don't know where the colonel was. Think Fifi was in her room. Okay. But the big question mark has got to be Rudy. By any chance, since Clarence got dumped and got upset, I'm almost certainly going to just wasted so much time trying to look in suitcases when you never get to. But what if? It's not going to happen. Got to be even more careful now with that chandelier. No one in this room? Probably no subtle changes. No. It says that Gloria and Gertie are sharing that room. But such is no longer the case due to the fact that Gertie is dead. The colonel is back in his room. I can't imagine he wants to talk to me. But let me try and explain the murders. You don't fool me, young lady. You're just trying to get my goat. I say. All right, Colonel. What an odd thing that would be. Oh. Danielle's calling, which almost certainly means I gotta get the groceries. But let me find out. Hang tight, gang. Yep, it's the groceries. So 2-3 minutes. Hang tight, gang. And we're back. Okay. Nah. Wait. No, hold on. We're actually authentically back. Okay. We're actually in Act 4. But it was good because, as discussed, there was more to experience in Act 3. I assume that all events in this game are scripted directly to the specific time slots, but I don't know that. So, like, maybe I could have seen Ethel stumbling around drunk. I think I already looked and saw she didn't make her way home. All right. We've confirmed that the Colonel is in his room and is still surly. I might as well check the waste paper basket is another thing that seems like it could. There's got to be also maybe garbage can. Surely a way that I could see that item without spending so much of my typing power. Oh, it's ready. It's ready to drop. I should check the closet of potential death. Hold on. Listen at door. You listen intently. Not close enough. Come on, Laura. All right. So far, the two states of the closet are empty and murder. The statue feels like it has to be something at some point, but it doesn't actually have to be. Wait, armor. That's how you get this picture. Its joints are rusted, eh? Which part of the armor would you like to oil? Oil the helmet. Okay. Yes, British. I sure do. You carefully open the armor's visor. I'll next be playing D&D on August 11th. I was helpfully reminded by my D&D buddies yesterday. Inside the visor, you see a small metal valve handle hanging by a hook inside the armor's helmet. I'm not. But those sound cool. You also see an old yellow note pasted to the inside of the helmet. Curious about the old note, you read it. It says, "Our dearest daughter Sarah, we knew you would know to look in the armor. This war is terrible. We fear our end is near. In case you're not the only one to find this note, we won't give too much away. Use this valve handle with your favorite water nymph. And don't ever forget we love you very much. Love forever. Papa and Mama." That's probably enough armor searching just for now. I'm betting big on some sort of passageway being opened by this thing. Oh, sweet. Yeah, please do. That right now. My D&D campaign. Greg is running Kingmaker. Oil the armor. Which part? Right. Oil the axe. Oh, oh no! Laura has vertically bisected herself. Okay, look at the armor again. What else looks like? Look at the knee there. What is that on the knee? It looks. Oh no, it's just a thing. Look at legs. Look at the chest. Look at the gauntlet. Look at the hand. Nothing special. Look at the axe. It's a 14th century Swiss battle axe. Finally handcrafted by Doge Giuseppe Mendele of Venice on his 90th birthday for his daughter, who was to wed Antonio Formicelli, the Bologna merchant. Later, became a favorite piece of Anne Boleyn's. Of course, Lizzie had the most fun with it. Maybe it's just the note and the thing. Who knows? We still have oil, right? Yep. So maybe we can search some more things. I haven't looked in the rooms, though. I should clearly do that. Oh, Fifi, she's gotten to work. Okay, hold on. Goes to clean the bar. What is this friggin' room called? This is just the bar, right? Parlor. Doc to a Fifi. I must hurry and finish the dusting, mademoiselle. Well, hold on. Actually, hold on. You having any trouble with Rudy? Got anything new to say about Rudy? Rudy is very scary. I do not like him around me. Do you know that Ethel's been in the sauce? Oui, mademoiselle. I know how she is. I guess we all do, don't we? Did you hear about Gertrude? She's dead. I am sure you are just seeing things, mademoiselle. No, it's not like that. What might she care about here, if anything? So? It does not look familiar to me. Ask Madame Prudent about it. Well, you know, I'd try. Maybe I should have tried showing it to her when she was stumbling around. Maybe that would get her attention. Anything else I think she might care to say something about? Is this the Colonel's cane? Should give it back to Henry. Yes. Oh, maybe the Colonel would like me more if I gave him his cane. Let's go try that. Before I finally go find out what the secret in the fountain garden is all about. Lots of fun stuff going on. This is a neat little game. Like, I'm excited to solve the puzzles, but I also appreciate that I feel no pressure to solve the puzzles because put it back where you found it. You miserable old man. Bonk Colonel with cane. Finish the job, Laura. Finish what probably Rudy, but definitely someone has started. Not getting smashed, not getting smashed. Things look suspicious here. You can see pieces of broken record on the floor by the Victrola. A small pile of pink feathers near it. That's the second time there's been a pile of pink feathers, which would raise my suspicion of Ethel if I wasn't sure that she's just wasted. So is in fact one of the red herrings in the game just that Ethel is stumbling around breaking shit like a lush. Pieces of a broken record, small pile of pink feathers. What record is it? Can I take the broken record? So you bend down to retrieve the largest piece of the broken record. You notice some spots of mud on the rug. Okay, so I have a broken record. Interesting. What'll I use that for? I don't know. I don't have a good feeling what Glory is. She might be with her mother. Look at the mud. The muddy spot looks like a partial footprint. Okay, can I get more information? No. Oh, Glory is the one with the feather boa. Oh, no. That's even worse news. Rudy. I hope he's not coming to kill me. Oh, Jeeves. Sorry. Oh, Jeeves is out of his room. I'm very busy, Miss Bow. No time for conversation. He's here to clean up, right? Yep. Well. Suspicious. But I got the piece of the broken record before he came along. Actually, I might as well finish looking in the other downstairs rooms first. Jeeves. What are you up to, Jeeves? What are you playing at? I mean, quite possibly he's just being a butler. Oh. Someone else has been in here again. Take butt. Laura gets more butt than ashtrays. That's largely an etiquette issue with the smokers here. Fifi is dusting the parlor. Well, does she have to bend over to look? Nothing of interest in the dining room. Well, there's an exciting preview of what's to come. But okay. Cigar suggests, I think Rudy or Clarence, but I lean Rudy. Oh, hello, Jeeves. Oh, yeah. He's cleaning up after all the murders. Oh, I should have investigated the bed, like Gertie's bedroom. If indeed there's a way to do so. $15. Oh, hey, it's Lillian. What an interesting collection of weapons Uncle Henry has. I wonder. Oh, Laura, you startled me. Hey, Lillian. My flapper friend. Okay. Let's talk. Your mother's having one of her nights. Don't watch my mother, Laura. That bothers me. Well, I'm sorry. Is it your uncle's cane? I'm sure that's Uncle Henry's cane. Why are you carrying it around, Laura? Oh, I just picked it up in passing, that's all. What about the... Is this his monocle? Do I have all his shit? No, this is the doctor's. I don't want to look at it. What about... Was this one of your records? So? Oh, wait. Does she recognize the handkerchief as her mother's? It looks familiar. Okay. Is there anything I want to ask her about? What do you think of Jeeves? I think there's something going on between Fifi and Jeeves. Uncle Henry would be very interested in knowing that, I'm sure. Is that a hint to go and try that? I don't know. For now, I'm going to conclude this conversation. Wait. Maybe I'll take a peek at the weapons case. Would Laura recognize if something was missing? Stay out of there, Laura. Those weapons belong to my uncle. I'm just looking. I'm not sure how much offending the NPCs matters. If it matters a lot, I've lost some credibility with Lillian. See if anyone is in the kitchen. Next time I'm around the Colonel, I guess I should try. Tell him about Fifi and Jeeves. Perhaps that will just also cause him to become angry with me. No one's in the kitchen. Which makes sense. What is it? 10:15? 11:15? 10. Okay. Anything else I want to do in the home right now? I don't think so. I think I want to know the answer to the mystery. I like how so far Clarence. Jeez. Advancing time again. Clarence? You must be confused. Clarence is not here. Well, geez, let's divert. Is he just going to talk to Seeley? No, he's going off on his own. Seen Gloria? Miss Gloria ain't much different from her mama. Just younger is all. Yeah. You take good care, Seeley. Clarence, where are you going? I'm going to follow him and hopefully not get eaten by an alligator along the way. Clarence isn't in the mood to talk. Well, I hope he's in the mood to be trailed around by a nosy ingenue. What's this? Gloria is lying very still upon the gazebo floor. On closer inspection, it's clear that someone has strangled Gloria with her own feather boa. Oh no. Look at Gloria. She was strangled. Search her. Nervously, you examine Gloria's body and confirm she was indeed viciously strangled with her feather boa. This isn't going to do anything. Help! Nope. Scream. Yell. I tried other ways to say that. What did that have to do with Clarence stumbling around? I guess he just didn't even see it. Where are you going, Clarence? I might wind up wanting to load back because following Clarence around, I go right through the act without ever going to the secret place. What a wonderful view of the old plantation house. From here, I guess we've read that text before. Yeah, 10:45. They're gonna have a duel? Probably not. It's too straightforward. Get out of my sight, jerk. No, you get out of my sight. Why, you little pipsqueak. Don't mess with me, bud. Just stay out of my way. You ain't heard the last of me, Rudy. I'll get you for this. Rudy's got a violent streak. Go figure. Oh, wait. Notes that I've not taken notes here. Lillian is in the music room. No, she's in the office, the study, inspecting weapons. Although I do not think that that's a clue. Jeeves is cleaning up murders on her stoop. Gloria, dead. Strangled in the gazebo. Clarence wanders the grounds, meets Rudy by statue of Colonel, gets knocked on his ass. Colonel's back in his bedroom. Gertrude remains dead. Have not seen Ethel. Rudy, after having earlier accosted Fifi, fights Clarence. I'm suspicious. Has the murderer gotten sloppy and started putting the murder evidence down the well? No. Is search bucket anything different? No. I don't know why I use turn crank to bring it up always, and then lower bucket to put it back down. Guess I'm just getting my grammatical variety. Well, after that Clarence-induced detour, here we are. In fact, perhaps this opens up a dark passage, in which case I'd need matches. Damn. So the thing I have is a valve handle. Attach valve to shaft. Perfect. The metal valve handle is now attached to the valve stem at the base of the statue. Turn the handle, pull the handle. You don't have it. Look at the shaft. Okay. Turn valve. There we go. Upon turning the valve handle, you hear a click, and the fountain comes to life. Okay. So it's nothing. Let's try turning it more. Fountain flow subsides when you turn the valve handle back. Well, I guess that all makes sense. Can I push it? You don't have it. Crank the valve. Weird. You can only use turn on it. All right. Well, I mean, I'll leave it alive. But why? A little anticlimactic, but I bet there's more to the story there. Is Jeeves still out of his room? Or did I miss my window? No, because of course he locks it when he leaves. I feel like I probably can't seduce him. Hold on. Seeley, do you have an opinion on the Jeeves and Fifi conspiracy theory? What you think I care about it? No, that's fair. Seeley's a serious woman. She's not looking for gossip. She minds her own business. She expects you to do the same. Oh, I haven't gone back to the gazebo to... Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Look at the ground here. Nothing special. Look at the cups. See nothing special. Look at the trees. Look at the benches. It's 2 garden benches. Well, of course. Sit on the bench. You don't feel like sitting around. Well, we'll swing past the gazebo on the way back at the least. Is the bell just a red herring? Maybe somewhere I'll find an old pith helmet or something. Anything up with the chapel beyond it being, the initial site of a murder? Think I looked behind the pulpit already? Nothing special. I do like the haunted organ music that just plays when someone's in the church. Has the killer gotten sloppy and started hiding the bodies in the Dijon crypt? Nope. Just turning the fountain on, like, drain part of the bayou and suddenly you can walk further. Well, I mean, I guess. Maybe there's something to that. Stable. There's really no good reason to not just pop back into every room. Nothing going on here. Should bribe the parrot again, I guess. Some of these places I visited today, but then since visiting them, have reloaded a save, and so I get the same dialogue again. Nope. Did not have a clever save game name in me. Nothing. Wait, did I try to take the rope? I probably did try and got told no, like Laura doesn't need rope. Can't get that. Not, you're too far away. Just a generic, leave it alone. Stop thinking about that friggin' rope. Like you're gonna climb down into the well or something, you idiot. To the playhouse, the broken swing. Open door. God damn. Huh. Act 5 just abruptly begins. Well, at least I get the chance to show Ethel the handkerchief. She doesn't care. Okay. Well, geez. Act 5 begins unexpectedly. I am preparing the Act 5 page in the spreadsheet. I haven't found any new murders. Ethel's still stumbling drunkly. She hasn't managed to get herself killed, despite all the different ways Laura has shown that you can easily get yourself killed around here. Look around in the playhouse. Look at the dolls. Dolls look like they've been hanging around here for a long time. I wonder who they used to belong to. No, I don't. I think it was Lillian. What's the picture on the wall? Picture is a picture. You see nothing of interest. Great journalistic instinct, Laura. That's just a picture. You've seen one picture, you've seen them all. You talked to one witness, you've talked to all of them. Witness is a witness. Wait, hold on. Just realized. Might as well tick off the dead people in my where are they now list. So far, Gertrude, Dr. Wilbur, and Gloria are gone. There's probably Ethel still stumbling along drunk outside. I assume that elevator goes up to the colonel's room and not down into a basement. Maybe I'm a fool for assuming that. Hey, it's Rudy. Jeez, time is flying by now. I might have to start reloading some saves at some point. Hey, Rudy. He's probably not going to like this. Ah, she ain't nothing but a common harlot. He's definitely not going to want to be told about the murders that he's probably doing. Oh, no. That's terrible. Hey, he believed me, but he's out of here. I should have asked him for a match. Or showed him the cigar butt. A short time later, he comes back. You're loony. There's nothing there. Show butt. Well, that looks like Uncle Henry's cigar butt. Throw it away. Whose monocle is this? I don't want to look at it. Okay. What do you think of Lillian? Lillian's touched, if you know what I mean. I don't think you know the complete story about her, do you? No, I don't think I do. Ask about the story. Can I ask about her a second time and get more information? I don't have anything else to say about that. Anyway, Rudy's in the dining room. Maybe I'm just going to wind up rocketing to the end of the story by mistake. Fine if I do. This is definitely a replay and see what you can do on your second pass kind of game, as I've said. Time is it? Go a little bit longer. But oh man, that Nintendo Switch 2. I can hear the siren call. Maybe Rudy's just going to... Whoop. Move the mirror. Although I appreciate that there's a little bit of a clue. You see Rudy having dessert and coffee in the dining room. Looking suspicious as hell. Anybody in the parlor? Clarence. God damn. More time has passed. Oh, I should have asked Rudy about Clarence and vice versa. It's only Clarence, sitting alone at the bar. Alright, hold on. Have I lost my shot with Rudy? Is he still having his dessert? He's still having dessert. Great. Poke the bear. That old rat doesn't even have to wait for my uncle to die. I bet he's stolen half his money already. Can I specifically ask why you were fighting? No. So definitely I can't ask about fisticuffs. The game doesn't understand fight. Clarence. First, I'll just do talk to. Oh, hello, young lady. Laura. Everything all right between you and Rudy there. Watch out for that guy. He's trouble wherever he goes. I happen to know he has too many gambling debts. One of these days, we'll get what's coming to him. So I saw Gloria broke up with you. Did that make you so mad that you wanted to strangle her? Gloria is too influenced by her mother and Rudy. I don't know what to do about them. So you weren't a fan of Gertrude either then? Gertie's always been a prying old biddy, always butting her nose in where it doesn't belong. What do you think of this monocle I found? I don't want to look at it. What about this cane? That looks like Colonel Dijon's cane. What about this butt? It's not my cigar butt. Can I have a match? No. There are matches somewhere just lying around. Clarence, what do you think of Jeeves? I always wonder about Jeeves. Never sure what he's up to. You ever seen anything weird about the fountain here? I wouldn't know about it. Okay. Maybe Polly will have heard something new. Next time around. Let's go to Gloria's last known alive whereabouts. Nothing. Unless. Is there some secret of the player piano? Or at the very least, can I just interact with it? A lovely old player piano sits back against the wall. Can I look at the music? The sheet music. You see nothing special. You're not close enough. Nice. This is an old billiard table. As it's quite dirty and dusty, it doesn't appear as if billiards has been played much. Upon it, you see 3 balls. 2 red, 1 white. Let's take a closer look at those balls. You see 3 balls on the billiard table. 2 red, 1 white. Can I take one? You don't need any billiard balls. Look in the pockets. No. Oh, Susanna, sing your song. There are billiard cues. Can I take a cue? Since you don't play billiards, you don't need a billiard cue. Well, how am I ever... Great player piano piece. Be nice if it kept playing quieter after you left, but oh well. I think I've already been through here. I might as well, okay, confirm that the elevator is what it seems like it is. You're in the elevator shaft. Uh-oh. Currently, you don't see an elevator, just an elevator shaft. Get out of there, Laura. Wait, hold on. Look at the ground. You see in the special. Look up. The elevator seems to be upstairs. Doesn't necessarily mean that you couldn't take the elevator down. Perhaps I should have tried that when the Colonel was out of his room, because I can only imagine he will yell at me if I try to do it while he's in there. Perhaps he'll leave his room again today. All right. I am just going to go up to a Fifi's room. And I guess see if I can get murdered by the closet. Have I been upstairs at all in Act 5? I think I have. Guess there's no reason not to check. Again. Probably gotta find the key to this door. As opposed to just getting in. Fifi goes back to her room. Where she's changing? Ooh. Why is Laura staying to watch this? Laura. Costume change and everything. They really did put the work in on the animation. Talk to Fifi. You should not be in here, mademoiselle. This is my private room. Compliment Fifi. I couldn't help notice. No. Tell about Rudy and Clarence. I think they are dangerous men. Do not go near them, mademoiselle. Okay. I know, but listen. Gloria's dead now. I am sure it was only a small animal, mademoiselle. Oh, just like a bunch of pink feathers? Can I get a description of her outfit? Fifi must be getting ready to see something special. She's taking great pains to make herself look pretty. Mademoiselle, are you sure? You did not simply see several flamingos all strangled and killed in the death closet? Nope. Is there specific significance to the fact that it's only during Act 3, I think, that I was able to get killed in the death closet? I never looked at the windows. They don't look any different. The tall French windows. Yeah. So she looked like she had fallen and broken her neck. Yep. Boop boo doo doo. Boo doo 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 doo. Oh my goodness. Terrible door entering. Time is advanced. All right, Colonel, come on. But Uncle Henry, I don't understand how you could. Laura, what are you doing in here? Going back in time, my dear. So I can have a listen to your private conversation. $11:45. It is almost the midnight hour, the witching hour. Why are you treating me this way, Uncle Henry? Don't you care how I feel? Don't I matter to you anymore? You matter to me the same way everyone else does. No more, no less, I say. But I don't understand it. I thought I was special. I thought you cared for me more than for Gloria or Rudy or any of the others. You're right. You thought that, and you were wrong. What about when I used to come and visit you? You were like a father to me. How can you be like this now? Because you miserable old grump. I'm afraid you misunderstood a lot of things, Lillian. I was just trying to help my sister, that's all. To me, you were just an insecure, whiny kid. I won't hear any more of this. You're lying to me, Uncle Henry. Somebody's behind this, I just know it. And I intend to find out who it is. Au revoir, Uncle Henry. Oh. I mean, it is Louisiana, so maybe she's not saying, I know it's the maid. Argues with Henry in his room. Argues with Lillian in his room. Okay. Anything incriminating in the waste paper basket yet? No. Is it Chekhov's waste paper basket? Can we eventually? Feels like matches should be somewhere obvious. But I don't. Well, I mean, I definitely haven't seen any, even if I've been on a screen where they are visible. I didn't see them. Didn't line up with the door. Neither Clarence nor Rudy are in here. There's no special dialogue to make me hope that I could find evidence of some kind. I mean, maybe I could. Guess I should go by the fountain in that general area again to see if has anything happened as a result of my activating the fountain. Haven't seen Celia or Jeeves yet this act. Of course, Celia's probably just ran her home unless she's dead, which I hope she's not. I'm going to save in case I offend her. By knocking on the door so late. Nice to see you again, Mrs. Laura. Oh, won't you come in? I will. Did you know that Rudy and Clarence had a fight? What they do is their business, not mine. That's fair. Is there anything else on the table? Not anymore. Anything else I want to show her? I don't think so. I've probably asked her about Lillian already. I can't talk too much about Miss Lillian. She talks to me confidential like sometimes, but she's had past problems she's still trying to overcome. Like her talking to her dolls thing. Oh, look at the rocking chair. Celia's old rocking chair waits for her on a little porch. Look under the cushion. Come on. No. This game does not understand the word cushion. Look at the coops. There's something in there now. Nope. Ah. Okay. Going back into the host for a moment. To see if we can get Polly to squawk out something new. Is this the entrance to where Paula is? No. Still, it's probably faster to go around the outside way. It's probably faster to turn the speed up, but Laura is a proper Southern girl. She doesn't hurry anyway. Oh, Clarence. Never mind. He's still in there. Oh. Old Beauregard snoozes in his doghouse. Try to pet him, you startle him awake. You got rabies when he snips at you. Okay, anything different? Nope. If I look at the fountain, no, there won't be anything different. Look at the base of the fountain. No. Is the statue different now? No. Okay. Feels like there's so much involved in getting that. We have this bridge. And I don't imagine there's anything to do. Oh, Laura. Well, hold on. I do not think the answer is going to be to say jump, but let's try. You can't jump that far. Jump over the hole. That wouldn't accomplish anything. Not true. That would get me to the other side. Now, that might not accomplish anything, since it could just be a mud flat where I'm eaten by an alligator. Wonder if anything was left behind at the gazebo when they moved the body. No. Probably won't stop to reflect. Anybody else getting into some fisticuffs? Same thing. Did Clarence? Nope. Didn't drop anything when Rudy handed him his ass. She really does coming forward too. They really made sure like they want you to know where her legs are under that dress. Yeah, nothing going on in the stable. Just Blaze hanging out. Down here is that something on the ground? That's odd. There's a rolling pin lying on the ground. As you pick up the rolling pin, you notice a muddy footprint nearby. Well, let's look at that footprint. Should I be looking at people's shoes? Hugh's monocle. Wear it. I use it like a magnifying glass. No. Wait. Footpring. Should have certainly done this earlier. Using Wilbur's monocle as a magnifying glass, you carefully examine the muddy impression and can see it is definitely a boot print. Ah, there on the sole is insignia of an eagle. Okay. Cool. I should have anticipated much earlier what the monocle could be used for. The parser can handle verb preposition, noun, with, noun. Not bad. And I appreciate that pairs of the characters are a distinct noun phrase from just their names. So when you see, say, Rudy and Clarence fighting, or you know, the Glory and Clarence are a couple, you can ask about them. Wish I'd examined the other footprints, but now I know. Certainly glad I didn't return the monocle like a sucker. Will anyone be in the garden for once? I'm going to go see what Seeley thinks of the rolling pin. Has someone been bashed to death with a rolling pin? Trying to pin down a suspect or get someone to roll, as it happens. Is there any point where Celia's just like, come on, Missy Laura? No, she's a very nice lady. Does she have matches that I'm just not noticing? No. Can I have a match? Nope. If you want it, get it. Ciao. Don't interest me. If you say so. Like, weren't you making bread? How are you going to make bread? Maybe her thought is just, bread's done. Let's do it backwards this time. I'll raise the bucket to get it up and then turn the crank to get it back down. It's a human head. No. Is Jeeves back in his room? Can I bother him some more? Yeah. Oh. This must be the butler's room. Actually, it's not too bad considering it's down in the cellar. Anywhere to hide? No. Just spy on the shirtless, pretty good shape looking butler as he brushes his teeth. Should probably just leave before he gets mad at me. But I'm just curious how long this animation goes on. He's washing his hands. And now he's just standing there. He's got roses on the bed. Wait, could I have looked at them? Look at the bed. It's a beautiful bouquet of flowers. You notice a lovely bouquet of flowers on Jesus' bed. You have a feeling you know who will be the recipient of these flowers. All right. Jeez, Fifi's playing both sides against the middle. That. Celie finally snagged herself the surliest butler in all the land. Are there matches just on the shelf here and I'm just not seeing them? Take matches. You don't see them here. Have I looked at this shelf? Most shelves are just useless. But I guess one shelf might just be like, you see nothing useful except matches. Look at the way Laura dies in this is she has a stroke. Can I wash my hands in the sink? I'm just curious if I ruined the water in the hose. Just do that in the bathroom. Turn the sink on. Turn on faucet. Turn on sink. Never mind. Look at the kettle. You see nothing special. There's all kinds of intrigue here. Hey, Rudy. What do you think of the rolling pin situation? Well, my goodness, Ethel's really making the rounds. It's no interest to me. Take a match. You don't see it here. Well, somebody lit that fireplace somehow. Only one more thing to advance time. Trying to see if I can get take matches to say you're not close enough. Just brute force the location of the matches. Of course, the thing you could do if you wanted to screw with your fan base, with your players, is just have, red herring noun recognitions. This game knows the word matches, but it only knows that to fuck with you. Clarence. Yeah. That would make sense, since the LucasArts approach at the very least would not allow Laura to die. Although only one of her deaths so far has been clearly murderer related. Have I asked Fifi point blank about Jeeves? Is she even still in her room? Looking all sexy. Yes, she is. Hello, Ribbons. It's the pot calling the kettle nothing special. Most of the time, I feel that he is the only one who understands me. He's got you flowers. So what? What do you think of the rolling pin? I could care less. Actually, my dear, I know English is your second language. You couldn't care less. Okay. What will trigger the passage of time? No matches. Brute forcing the matches. Oh, not even that it's a guarantee. They might be in a drawer. You gotta look at every single drawer. Oh, the Colonel. Or is he just in bed here? No. The elegant room must be the Colonel's. Must be. Okay, well. I'm not going to worry too, you can let time go on because I'm going to be replaying this. As Act 6 begins, the Colonel is not in his room. Yeah, his wheelchair is there. Is that because he's pretending? But why would he be killing everybody? All right, on to Act 6. The dead ones are dead. Bet someone else is going to be dead. Just check my phone here really quick. Got to wrap up soon, but let's do a little Act 6. Both good possibilities. Did he leave his matches? No. Look at the wheelchair. The Colonel's wheelchair sits empty in the middle of the room. There's something secret about it. Nope. Can I search it? Is it a false wheelchair with a hiding spot? Try another way to say that. I think enough time has passed that I can confess that when I was a hospital janitor for many years, when I was assigned to the evening shift that included the basement of the Nova Scotia Rehabilitation Center, where there's a big wheelchair skills lab, I did the course a few times. Not at the expense, I always got my job done. I was not that kind of janitor. Do, 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 do. Look at the floor, Laura. See nothing special. Take the matches, Laura. Wait. This is a what are these kinds of beds called? Murphy bed. Okay. Nope. At least not anymore. Maybe earlier there was something there. Or maybe not. Maybe it's all it's just a setup that Laura gets crushed by the bed if she tries to bring it back out. Hey, this has changed. And the wheelchair is gone. Let's try. Press button. What do I see? What's in this? Elevator control. Use control? Which direction? Up or down? Yeah, like the Colonel just came through here. Go up. Can we get to the secret attic room? You firmly push the handle, but the darn elevator won't move. Can I go down? Yes. Ooh. Is that simply because... Okay. Is there a basement level? No. So this is not super exciting. Unless there's a secret. I was going to say, what if I put the elevator down and then go in? Wouldn't I just get crushed? Or fall to my death, even though it really shouldn't be that bad of a fall. You know what? Now that I've put the thought out into the air, I need to see. Can I climb? Laura doesn't seem like the type who's going to do a rope climb. But could we climb the elevator cable up to the secret top level area? If indeed the elevator goes there. Let's try it. Worst case scenario is just that the Colonel, springs out of somewhere and beats Laura to death with a cane to punish her for using his elevator. The unusually spry Colonel. The suspiciously spry Colonel. Note that the chandelier will fall on Laura if she goes directly below it, but it has not yet. Okay. Open gate. Look in shaft. The elevator seems to be upstairs. Damn it. Wait, will the gate just be left open? No. And now it's here. What the hell is going on? Is it a haunted elevator? Hey, it's Lillian. Will she leave her suitcase open so I can steal her matches? Oh, wait. That's not how I want to play this. Oh, I want this thing to advance the way it did. And then I want to spy on Lillian to see if I can find out what she's digging around for. How am I for time? Gotta wrap up pretty soon. The siren call of the Switch 2. It's a very gamey day today. I certainly have, I have my share of gamey days, I suppose. She's riding. Maybe I'll see where she hides the secret key to her suitcase. Probably not. Lillian is writing in a book, which she apparently keeps locked in her suitcase. But you see, nope. Clarence is also writing in a book that I bet he keeps locked in his suitcase. Clarence is writing at his desk. Okay. Anything else? Why can't these people just say out loud what they're writing down while they're writing by themselves in a room? The midnight hour is shooting by right now. Will the Colonel be back? Will something... You see the Colonel sitting in his room, smoking a cigar. Yeah. And no one should be in here since the assigned guests are dead. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe Polly's got something new to say since Clarence has been in there. Perhaps I can talk to Clarence. No, you know what? I won't bother him. Is Fifi, has she gone downstairs? Hold on. The Colonel is not in his room or his wheelchair. But then he's back. Very good. Lillian, in her room, writing in a journal she locks in her suitcase. Wonder if I'll find like a hairpin or something. I don't know. Or maybe there's just some things you're never ever meant to find out about. What is happening around here? You've discovered poor Fifi and Jeeves lying dead on the floor with their spilled drinks nearby. You don't like the looks of this at all. I really would have thought they were having their secret rendezvous in the detached basement apartment and not the attic apartment. But there you go. Jeeves put back on his butler suit because it's a fine suit. I do not like the looks of this. No, that's true. Fifi, dead. Jeeves, dead. Cross them off the suspect list. Unless this is like a case of, they're all murdering each other like fools. Look at Fifi. It's not readily apparent how Jeeves and Fifi died, as there are no marks on their bodies. Oh, but they both spilled their drinks, didn't they? With their spilled drinks. Examine drinks. Appears they were drinking cognac when they died. Search Fifi. You thoroughly examined Jeeves and Fifi's bodies, but cannot see how they might have died. You are very puzzled. Look at glass with monocle. Can she see the powder traces? No. Look at the flowers. I mean, I think they were poisoned. A lovely bouquet of flowers lies on the table next to the cognac decanter. Can I search the flowers? I'm looking for a note here. No. Look at the cognac. The cognac. A strange white powder has collected in the bottom of the cognac decanter. Can I take this? You want nothing to do with the cognac. No, I don't, but... Look at the vanity. Fifi has a little vanity. Can I search it? Probably not. No, that is not clear. Can I take a glass? You shouldn't touch them because of the poison. Sure. Anything in the changing room? Search clothes. You quickly look through the pile of clothes, but do not find anything of importance. Okay, well, cheers, Fifi and Jeeves. Haha. And to Cedric. Haha. Those are both good remarks. Hold on. Dead. Poisoned in Fifi's room. Likewise, Fifi was dead, poisoned in her room. I'm curious, but I'm not going to immediately go back up because I kind of suspect that if I went right back up, the bodies would be gone and I would be forced to say, well, that doesn't really make sense. I'm not going to try to pile on lunar narrative dissonance. You in here waiting to kill me, Rudy? He is now. Hey, Lillian. Are you open to being told about the horrible deaths? Lillian gets a disgusted look on her face as you try to talk to her. She clearly doesn't care right now. Jeez, Lillian. She looks clearly agitated because she wants to get back to writing in her secret journal, I bet. Well, let me just poke in on your mother. Oh, she's still out drunkenly wandering the grounds. Oh, she shuts her suitcase again. Maybe I'll be able to search it in Act 7. Does the Colonel care? Stop spreading your lies, girl. No, listen. The cognac. Oh, who cares? Colonel, if you would only give me a match. But I just don't think you're gonna. Chekhov's waste paper basket. A small empty bottle. After retrieving the small bottle from the wastebasket, You read its label. It says, Dr. Milliken's Miracle Sleep Powder. With Dr. Milliken's, can be sure your dreams will be sweet tonight. Upon further inspection of the label, you notice some very small print at the bottom. Though you try to read the small print, you can't quite make it out. Oh, come on. You read the small print of the sleeping powder bottle through the monocle. It says, can be fatal if taken in too large a dose. Oh ho! Well, I mean, sure. Now I think they might have been poisoned. Do, 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 do. Any of these gentlemen in the rooms? Just Clarence or Ratton. Clarence looks despondent. Will he be furious with me for coming in? Please, Laura, I'm not in a mood to talk right now. She goes to too many moving picture shows. Now there's been enough time to move the bodies, at least in the silly season version of the world. Yep. Okay. Okay, gotta wrap up soon. Danielle is also feeling the siren call of the Switch. So she asked me to be done soon so we could play. And yet, hey, what's that? Maybe that's the whole... Is that a... Oh, it's an empty glass. I was like, did someone leave a cigarette lighter? So you look at the empty glass, you notice a faint fingerprint on it. Well, let's use the monocle. Picking up the glass, use Wilbur's monocle as a magnifying glass and notice a faint fingerprint. Okay. Oh, wait. Damn it. Or am I supposed to tell it? Okay, hold on. Is this actually a thing that I can compare to the fingerprint sheet? No. I mean, I guess you'd expect it to be Clarence specifically. If it's... Or what if I'm just supposed to tell it Clarence Darrow? No. What if I'm just supposed to say, look at fingerprint? Hold on. Am I supposed to have been writing things in my notebook by actively... No. Draw fingerprint in notebook. You can't do that. Examine the fingerprint directly with the monocle. Okay. Squinting into the monocle, you carefully examine the piece of broken record. What? Okay. Closely situated, one of those fingerprints is the same one. A second playthrough just to begin with, once I know the monocle is magnifying glass. That's a key mechanic. Compare fingerprints. No. But okay. That's something. What's he gonna say? Ah, can't find her. Ah, where's Gloria? She's dead, Polly. It's not Polly that's asking the question, though. I think I should do some spying before I do some just walking into rooms. The billiard room is clear. This would be Laura's chance to practice billiards. No one's in the library. I guess it's getting less and less likely to find people doing stuff since they're more and more likely to be dead. Well, I hope Seeley doesn't get murdered, but it really seems possible. I suspect you can't prevent any murders, but I don't know. Maybe we'll find out on attempt 2. Okay. Let's take the shortcut. Hey, David Alexander. You showed up just in time for me to wrap up shortly. But I'm glad you were able to make it. Have you ever played the Colonel's Bequest? Oh, hey, sweet. I got mine yesterday, Ribbons. I haven't played Bonanza yet. I'm enjoying Mario Kart. Uh, Indie game wise, I haven't been playing anything new. So maybe perhaps by next week. Oh, right. I remember you told me that. I think you told me that last week. Oh, Ethel. Hold on. Is there actually. No, that's a shadow. You see, I was like, is the corner of the rug stained or something? No. That's just a shadow, Laura. So it seems almost certain. Oh, wait. Look on top of cabinet. You see nothing special. But I do. I do. Now. Ooh, I've heard cool things about that, although I've never checked it out. I did get the Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour game. It's pretty neat so far. I don't regret spending $15 on it yet. Oh, hey, hold on. The murder cabinet is ajar. Is that new text in general? No. Oh, wow. That's impressive because, oh, you know what? I haven't got it yet, but I'm definitely going to be checking out Delta Rune on my Switch too at some point soon. Cautiously, you peek inside the open door of the cabinet. Not surprisingly, part of the Colonel's weapons collection is housed here. Okay, nope. Maybe it wasn't even a jar. Maybe I hallucinated that. Oh, hey, Rudy. So is Moon RPG I know Moon Remix RPG, is that a remaster or is that like a sequel or a distinct game? Look at Rudy. Rudy sits sullenly on the steps outside the Colonel's study. I guess if you didn't figure out the dog bone thing, this would be your other chance to search the place, get Seely's necklace. Ah, same game. Tell Rudy about Fifi and Jeeves. Is this going to be a girl who cried wolf thing? I ain't interested. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have so many questions. Well, I did actually get Rudy to. Hey, Rex, great to see you too. Everyone's showing up just as I'm running out of time. I have exciting news. I got to switch to. We're still just playing Colonel's Bequest, but. Okay, Rudy's with Beauregard. I should write that in my notes. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you got to see some of it. This is a cool game. Have you ever played it before, Rex? Oh, whoops. You opened the door yourself. Hold on. Look at the wall. You notice a chalkboard with 7 tally marks on it. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5 people. Where's this chalkboard? See nothing special. Look at the tally. No. Look at marks. No. Look at wall with monocle. Okay. The chalkboard's not actually here, is it? That's just a glitch. Cool. My understanding is that the second Laura Bow game is more just like an adventure game. This has adventure game mechanics. Oh. Keep going in the chapel. But I've long since lost my chance to examine Wilbur's corpse in there. With his own monocle. I figured out how to get the bell to conk Laura on the head and kill her. It's a neat game. I quite like it. This one is like, yeah, it has the adventure game mechanics. But like the murder mystery just happens. Like it's not waiting for you. I guess I can really search Jeeves's room. No, unless he locked it. Maybe he was. Look at the dog dish. Dog dish is empty. Look in the doghouse. Maybe Beauregard collected something more. Nope. But for the people who have not bribed Beauregard, that's your chance to find. Yeah, it's locked. Can we force it? No. Well, maybe. Can't say no for sure. There have been a couple of things. Like, there are multiple steps to get the bell to just fall on Laura's head, which makes me think maybe there's something to do with the bell. Well, Act 7 begins when I knock on Celie's door. Oh no. Is it because there's no answer? Because she's dead? We're going to have to wait quite a while to find out. Hold on. Is this Danielle saying, what the fuck, man? You said you'd be done. No. But she is texting me. What you doing here, girl? Can't you feel the evil in the air? There's something real bad around here, and I'm staying put in my cabin behind locked doors. You get yourself on back to your room here. Oh, she'll be back for sure. It's been a little while since I've solo gamed with her because she's been appearing on Friday Night Frosthaven. But she'll. What we're hoping in the coming week, when Danielle is off, we're both on vacation. We're hoping to do Greg and Jamie beat 'em up on Wednesday, and then Jamie on Friday Night Frosthaven. I got to get her back to Leisure Suit Larry. And my makeup skills are improving, but I'm still not at I can do it by myself. When I get to the point that I can do even just most of the makeup by myself, uh, the Jamie streams will become more frequent. Okay. Peaceful and inviting gazebo. Act 7. Is there anything? Okay. I don't think there's really anything I want to get started when I'm supposed to be wrapping up. Told Danielle I would wrap up. I should wrap up. We're in Act 7. We're done. Okay. Well, this was a lot of fun. Exactly. Time to put a Laura bow on it. That wouldn't even have been clever if I had come up with it myself and I wasn't just repeating Rex's. Okay, cool. So I don't know exactly what's coming this week because while I am on vacation, this is the week where Danielle is also on vacation. So it might mean just no extra streaming. But at the very least, the regular streams will happen, which include on Wednesday, Greg and James beat 'em up. But like I said, we're hoping to do Greg and Jamie beat 'em up. I got the sprite done, the beat 'em up sprite done in like Jamie in that style. So I'm ready for a title screen on that. We'll see. Otherwise, it'll be me, one or the other. And then on Friday, it's mostly restful. There's some stuff. I'll tell you about it perhaps on a day in the coming weeks. But I'm mostly having a good time. It's going pretty well. Yeah, so definitely Greg and James beat 'em up, or possibly Greg and Jamie beat 'em up. Definitely Friday Night Frosthaven. Next Saturday, I feel like it might be the end of Suikoden. If not, it's the penultimate one. Really kind of depends the mix of how quickly can I recruit more of the remaining people versus how quickly, how much do I care to get them all if some of them are really annoying, and then how long is the end game. So 1 or 2 more weeks of Suikoden. And then, before you know it, it'll be next Sunday. And we'll be here. And I feel like we're getting all the way to the end of Act 10 next time. And then we'll take stock of whatever has happened. And we'll see if we want to go back and do it all over again. It also just occurred to me, I should obviously be using the monocle to examine all of these items because many of them probably have fingerprints on them. Maybe, hopefully I can hold that in my mind all week. We'll be using the monocle a lot more on round 2 at any rate. Cool. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left and you can't hear my voice, I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when we patrol the grounds and the bodies keep piling up, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.